Ultima Online to me is nostalgia. It's waking up early in the morning before school to go to the Deceit Bone Wall to level my fencing. It's running through the streets of Skara Brae on my way to another adventure. It's just aimlessly walking around the wilderness at all the amazing decorated houses that I can never afford. But one memory always stands out to me, and it fills my nostalgia cup to the fullest. It's the Minnoch Mines. Clicking my pickaxe to find the precious ore in the mountains, and then dragging that ore tile by tile to the forge outside, hoping that no one steals it before I get there. It's the sound of each strike reverberating off the mountainside as I gather my ore and end my day in a peaceful and relaxing way. For many, it's probably the most boring skill in Ultima Online, the grey rock looming in front of you. But for me, it's not only nostalgic, but deeply calming. It was how to get your start in Ultima if you had a terrible PC and, worse yet, a terrible internet connection. It was a simpler time. Fast forward to present day and I was looking for a little bit of peace, a little bit of relaxation. So I grabbed my trusty pickaxe once more and I began my next Outlands adventure. 12 hours a miner. How far could I progress in that time? What riches lay before me? What adventures would be had? However, before any adventure could begin, we of course had to dress for the occasion. Okay, so the tailor is just here. Oops. So I'm thinking, kilt is the obvious purchase. Maybe a full apron. I think boots over sandals. That really kind of sells the mining vibe. Ooh, a surcoat could be cool. Okay, I'm going with full apron, kilt, boots, and then the the skull cap. I think this could look pretty neat. Oh, that's not bad, you know. Does the kilt work with the apron? Damn, the apron on its own with the boots. Oh, that to me is kind of a classic miner. But can I really not wear a kilt? Okay, I think we try this surcoat. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's a shame you can't wear the apron with it. I know why, but maybe the surcoat and the kilt, just a classic look. I may not have won any King's Fair fashion awards, but I was happy with my outfit, and thus it was time to begin the mining journey. On to Shelter Island I went to acquire my first points in mining and begin the adventure. So I could begin at 0, but for 500 gold it's well worth it just to begin at 50. With my mining skill now acquired, I could have began my journey at any location, but the outpost Moongate just felt right. It was where many new miners were seen, and it's the place that I would begin this journey. My first mining gains, my first ore acquired. The life of a miner is one of isolation. It's you, your pickaxe, the mountain, and the wilderness. That first hour was quiet. I gathered my ore in peace, while on my second monitor, watching the Wildlands patch notes from my good friend Amish. It was a great way to end the evening after a long day at work. I'm very lucky my house is just surrounded by mountains, so I can farm. Ooh! This is nice. This is a momentous occasion for any miner. My first broken pickaxe. My first of many, may I just add, but that is very, very nice. Okay, so let's check the data here. So I'll quickly smelt the last of my ore. So 1 hour of mining, 1 pickaxe exactly, and we got 2,000 iron ingots. That's not too bad, to be honest with you. Very slow gains, but not bad at all. There's no doubt that mining was slower than lumberjacking and much slower than forensic eval. And while the adventure wasn't the same, I wasn't running around the forest looking at lovely houses as I gathered, there was a peacefulness to the mountains, a quiet somberness that cast over me. Oh, so in my previous lumberjacking video, I did raise my magery so I could cast these elementals to guard me. Their damage is pretty poor, but it's a really simple way to guard me as I'm mining. I did see a really interesting build recently where you take music and peacemaking instead. Just peacemake the enemies that attack you, so I might try that one day. I wonder how pure gathering streams would do on Twitch. Almost like a gathering podcast. Oh my goodness. Oh, little spin. I'm not AFK, I swear. Okay, nice. Least ye be warned, do not AFK in the Outlands. There's some kind of AI fight happening just above me. It's one of those cool Cambrian caravans. I love these. I think these are so neat. And there's a little bit of loot here. We got some bolts. We'll take that for my archer. Take the potions as well. Some food in there, nothing too crazy. And then, yeah, nothing. Alright, we got some bolts and some food, and if nothing else, it's cool seeing this. It reminds me of there's a mod in Skyrim called Busy Roads or something, and it kind of just fills the roads in the wilderness with these encounters, and it just makes the game feel more alive, you know? Even though it's not players, it adds a little something special, I think. And this is what I did evening after evening. I would finish work, play with my dogs, hang with my family. Then I'd boil the kettle, make a cup of tea, and log into Outlands for some mining before bed. It was the perfect way to end any day, and one that I hoped would be very lucrative. Oh, this is a really cool area. I'm not sure what this is for. This is just, you know, world decoration. This was previously like an event, but it's just outside of Outpost. And there's this amazing little forge down here. It's just a really neat little spot. One of my favourite Ultima pastimes is exploring the wilderness and looking at some of the most insanely decorated or badly decorated houses. And this one I have to show you. I haven't seen Shoes for a long time, but this is his house. And Shoes was so generous and helpful to me when I began playing Outlands. But it's his little rune library. But what I love about it is that you can go to this 4th floor. He stacked all these stools and carpet tiles, and you can keep going up and up. It's a little bit tricky, and you can actually fall off of his house, which I think is really funny. But he's made this little maze of... Oh, I fell down. He's made this little maze of carpet tiles, so... Oh. Yeah, very unique. We bow down to you, Shoes. Well done. As the hours turned to days and my clock ticked down, I made my way further and further outside of the city limits and away from my captivating caravan. I found a strange peace with each area I explored and with each ore I mined. Okay, so I was never quite happy with my outfit, so I've dyed it this nice blue colour. It's a standard dye tub blue, and I've got this straw hat on now, so it's not quite a mining outfit, but I think it looks quite good on the paper doll and the character. I'm quite keen for a change of mining scenery, so I'm going to try Horseshoe Bay and the mountains around it. So there's not a lot of mining to be done here, but just outside of town, you've got kind of this rock formation, this mountain formation that wraps around the entrances to Horseshoe Bay. And this is actually a really cool spot for housing. I think most miners or most gatherers have routes that they enjoy, and I do as well, but it is nice to see something different. I'm very surprised by how few players I've seen while doing this. Like the odd miner here and there. There's always lumberjacks at my caravan, but it's been quiet. But our first Verite ore. We're on our 8 days of mining now, so this is a nice progression point for us. Very cool. Okay, so the server is going down and we only have an hour left, so we'll take a small break and then we'll come back and finish this journey. So once the shard comes back up, we've got about 30 minutes left of the challenge. We're not going to get much higher than 90 mining, to be honest with you, but everyone told me it was going to be incredibly slow. So I feel like I've came into this expecting the worst, and actually 90 mining feels really good. I think that gathering skills should be slow anyway. There's such a big money maker that if they were so easy to do, everyone would do it, right? So yeah, 10 minutes to go. Let's go and see if Lucius has put the shard back online. Okay, so we're about to hit a very momentous occasion in the video. I'm super excited. It's not quite where I would like to be, but we're now a master miner. We just hit 90 in mining skill. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty chuffed about that, to be honest with you. Okay, so I feel like a master miner wouldn't quite dress like this. So I do have some blessed clothing in here that I was going to wear my bard, but I couldn't quite make it work. That's kind of neat, actually. I quite like that. Again, it doesn't scream miner, but we're also a lumberjack, a leather gatherer extraordinaire, so I think it's okay. So the kilt's going to stay no matter what. I always try and get one of those blessed kilts in the future. I don't really like that. I think this is the look, actually, but let's try a few combinations here. I love the poncho, but not for this character. There's also a certain man with a rope addiction who I would say is the true poncho wearer. Yeah, I like this, you know. I think this looks really, really clean, really simple. Okay, I'm going to ask the lumberjack what he thinks. Let's get his feedback, his honest. Well, that went well. During this adventure, I'd fallen in love with the mining of Anchor's Rest, the peaceful snow or moss-covered mountains. Oh, Jesus! Oh my god, it's half my health! Okay, so it wasn't always that peaceful, but it was a wonderful location. Damn, I had no idea those mobs came so far up. It's pretty spooky. We'll do one more loop of this mountain and then... Oh, PK. Wait. Hold on a moment. Was that who I thought it was? Oh my god, it was Thauron. I can't believe he's done this. My peaceful end to this video was broken by player killers. However, it did lead to a series of events that are very much exclusive to Ultima Online. Okay, we'll resummon my elementals. Oh, we got a PK in the area. Oh, we got a PK really close to the... Oh no, hide. This is awkward. I can't remember what my band key is. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Well, that was indeed awkward. After that chaotic user error, I decided to end my journey in Horseshoe Bay. I made my way there, then made a mistake you should never make. I quickly ran to the bathroom while I auto-mined on a mountain. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just came back and I've been stolen from. I was peeing, goddamn. Okay, well, we've got a few seconds until they're going to be right next to me. We'll just mine a little bit. Okay, I think, depending on their skill level, they should probably be next to me now. I actually have nothing on me. Yeah, stealther. Oh my god, there's dead mobs down here. I was gone for like a minute. What is going on? Okay, I think this thief is gonna, rightly so, just follow me. So we're gonna head to the other side of the mountain and and farm the other section of Horseshoe Bay. Oh, just me naked man. Thyron's got a lot to answer for. First he sends me away from the lovely snowy mountains. I'm almost killed in my house by a PK. Oh my god, there's another player killer. Thyron, what have you done? As the clock ticked down, as my 12 hours dwindled to nothing, I rolled the dice for one last mining run. To Undermountain I went. Okay, we don't have much longer left to go on the timer, so we'll get a little bit of mining done, I hope. Although, that said, someone has been here. This area is incredible, by the way. It's the bottom side of Undermountain. It's super nice. Mountains, trees. Oh wow, look at this house. Wow, this house is an awesome area. There's like no one around you. You've got kind of mining before and in front and behind. The trees are lovely. There's a little pond over here. This area is amazing. I may have found my new favourite house, and if you own this, reach out. However, the clock had struck 12 hours. My mining adventure was over. Honestly, the 12 hours are done, but I'm gonna keep mining, I think. I'm really enjoying this kind of chill experience. But let's see the final scores. The final gathering, 43,000 ingots and 90.5 mining. A bunch of coloured ingots in there as well, obviously, but that's almost, what, 8-9 commodities? That's really, really good, actually. With my adventure now over, there was only one task left to do: calculate my earnings. I decided to use the Discord buy channel as my baseline. You can and you will get more gold than they're offering, but this felt like a good way to show guaranteed income. After some quick calculations, my final gold number was revealed. It was 1.2 million. Now again, I think you could probably bump this to 1.3, 1.4 if you were patient. However, 1.2 million for 12 hours of casual evening farming isn't too bad. I hope you enjoyed the return of Ultima Online adventures and stories. If you did, leave the video a like, drop a comment and subscribe. It greatly helps me in the world of the YouTube algorithm. And as my good friend Pornstar says, a rising tide helps all Ultima Online boats. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in next week's adventure. Peace.